On the show at this point in time is Mr. S.R. Surya, BJP spokesperson, Mr. Krishank Manne, TRS spokesperson and chairman of the Telangana State Mineral Development Corporation, the TSMDC. Also joining us on the platform is Rajalakshmi Joshi, political analyst and author. Last but by no means the least, Mr. PKD Nambiar, political analyst, is also joining us on this all-important conversation.
Well, Vineet, it's very clear that there is a vacancy available currently to become a major opposition party and a leader who could be a challenger to in 2024 to the Prime Minister Modi. Unfortunately, too many people, like if you really look at from the yesterday, Mamta has already announced that she will be contesting elections in UP. The only leader, that is the Stalin, who said that he will be keen to work with Rahul Gandhi, and Rahul Gandhi could be a potential Prime Minister candidate. Nobody else has ever accepted it, but he also, I believe, with yesterday's his letter to all these 37 leaders, it clearly gives an indication that he is also in the fray.
Well, Rahul has responded on Twitter today. He's welcomed this idea.
No, that's precisely I'm saying, because there is no other choice for Rahul Gandhi. What else he can do? Because he is now slowly becoming in front of all these people a very, very junior party.
But PKD specifically, I want you to answer what I asked you. I want you to respond to what Mr. Manne said. Are some of these states neglected?
That is not true. See, you need to understand that we are a country. Why are we looking at as like a Kerala or a Tamil Nadu or a Gujarat or only on this note? We are a country. We need to discuss every part of our country need to progress. It's not only just a Hyderabad or so. May I ask my good friend that why it is not like in the Telangana? Hyderabad is a very, very progressive city, but why they could not replicate another 10 more cities like that? So it is not like that. So every place, India needs to be having a vision to grow as a comprehensively rather than just not the states. And the central government and the role of the union government is to envision a plan to grow every part of it. So if you say that Bihar or a UP or some other parts or a Jharkhand, wherein they're already been neglected for several years or several decades, if they need to have some extra plan to grow, or even a Northeast, if you really recall, we need that it has been completely, a place where nobody was even, the prime ministers were not even visiting there other than once in a while. So there is a complete plan which is talking about across every state rather than looking at as a country rather than just one state or see, if you really look at it, this particular budget we need. There are 5 states which are going for election, except with the Punjab. All the 4 states are held by BJP. But if whatever is my good friend is saying, is even an iota of truth is there, they could have come up with a very, very populistic budget.
And PKD, there is 1 lakh crore being given to states interest-free.
Yeah, that is for every state. It is not just for that is basically
yeah. Okay. PKD, you've made your point. I want Rajalakshmi Joshi to come in on this.
Unfortunately, I think he's getting confused. The budget which was presented is in the parliament. That was a union budget. It was not a budget of Telangana budget which was presented in Hyderabad. So that was just a confusion of him. I think we need to understand we are. And secondly, I also take a strong objection of what he said. We are a part of India. It's not about a part of India. We are Indians. We are India. So first, come out of that particular shell.
Give us some announcement.
Mr. Manne, let him finish. Nobody interrupted you. I would expect you to extend the same courtesy. PKD, go ahead.
I truly believe this is a very, very negative thought process. If at all, if some kind of a thought process like this comes in and in
it
Bengal,
needs to be crushed.
It needs to be crushed. We need to have only one thought process. The day you say more than I am a Telanganite, you should be proud to say that I am an Indian and India as a whole. Till the time you have a mindset which is saying I am a Telangana and somebody says I am Bengal, somebody says I am a Kerala, then where is the concept of the very concept of India? Think beyond where you think as an Indian. Then all your challenges, whatever you said so far, will be cleared forever. The moment is that the problem is that for you, Bihar is an alien state. For you, UP is an alien state. No, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Telangana all are integral part of this country and behave as an Indian rather than just confined, जैसे कहते हैं ना कुआ के मेंढक की तरह behave मत करो. One. Number two is that there is a large amount of reforms which are taking place in this country beneath. If you really look at it, even in the budget, because I have been quite closely watching the budget from the last at least 15 years, there is a trend which is from the predominantly all the successive governments, including the Vajpayee government, was always talking about the macroeconomics and the glamorous attached to it. Here is a government for the first time talking about microeconomics and making it a point that every governance of governance and the budget what is presented is reaching to the last mile of the person. How can you deny this particular fact that the number of bank accounts opened and the money directly reaching to the people and the urea is available for all of it? How can we all forget that couple of years back our farmer brothers had to stand